Hey, you guys, it's Isaac, and I am here to bring you the 6 through 10 myths about HIV. I know that I was supposed to do it yesterday, but it was a long day. I'm not going to even lie. All my shows came on consecutively. Bad Girls Club came on, Girlfriend Guide to Divorce came on, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills came on. So, yeah, I had a TV marathon that I needed to watch. So, anyways, but I am here now, and that's what's important, that I am here now, bringing you the other 5 myths that I was going to bring you on yesterday. So we're picking up where we left off on Monday, and we are picking up at myth number 6. Myth number 6 is something that I also have previously talked about in reference to that this is not just a gay thing, this is not just a black thing, this is a human thing, this is a everyone thing. Myth number 6 is I'm straight and don't use IV drugs. I won't become HIV positive. Well, the fact is, most men do become HIV positive through sexual contact with other men. However, about 16% of men and 78% of women become HIV positive through heterosexual contact. So just because you're straight don't mean that you're prone to the disease or the virus. Your chances of getting it is still, you can still get it. It's transferred through sexual contact. Remember, I said vaginal sex is the second highest way you can get the virus. Myth number 7, if I'm receiving treatment, I can't spread the HIV virus. Now, this is something that we talked about on Monday, as well as when we talked about the medicines. Just because you're retrieving treatment do not mean that you're HIV free. The virus is still in your body. The only thing the treatment does is suppresses the virus and stop it from growing and makes it become undetectable within your bloodstream. Now, it is possible that you would not transfer the virus to anyone else, but you can still transfer the virus, if you're not doing your treatment right. Reading from my notes so we can quote a credible source other than my mouth and my knowledge. When HIV treatments work well, they can reduce the amount of virus in your body to the level so low that it does not show up in blood tests, like I just said. Research shows, however, that the virus is still hiding in other areas of the body, and still essential to practice. It is still essential to practice safe sex, so you won't make someone else HIV positive. So just because you're doing treatment, don't mean you can't spread the virus. Myth number 8: my partner and I are both HIV positive. There is no reason for us to practice safer sex. Practicing safer sex, wearing condoms, and using dental dams can protect you and both and you and others from potentially be for the drugs to become resistant. That's what I'm trying to say. Just because you're HIV positive and your partner is HIV positive means you still should practice safe sex, because you can make the virus stronger. In reality, you can make the virus stronger, and you can potentially make the virus resistant to the virus strain, resistant to the treatment and the drugs that you're taking. Myth number 9: I can tell if my partner was HIV positive. Yes. Um, there are certain signs and things which you cannot truly tell that someone is HIV positive. People can be HIV positive and not have any symptoms for years. Remember in the previous video, I said that you can be HIV positive and the virus can be in a latency period and you won't show any symptoms for a span of almost 20 years in some cases. I haven't found a case that has spanned 20 years. The farthest case that I've seen was about, I want to say 14 that I found. I'll put the link or something. I see if I can pull it up again. I didn't save it. I just found it to be an interesting read. But I did read a story about a man who had a family and everything. He didn't know he was HIV positive. He got it while he was in college. 14 years later, he started to get real sick. His health started to decline. and that's when he found out that he was in the early age progression stage. Um, so it's possible. You can't really tell. I mean, there are some signs and symptoms that you should watch for, that you should look for, but the only way you can truly tell if someone is HIV positive, if your partner is HIV positive, by you guys go and get an HIV test. Myth number 10, you can't get HIV from oral sex. Now, this has been a topic of debate among several people for years. The fact of the matter is, HIV is an STD. If you sleep with someone who has an STD and you do not use protection, you can catch that STD. That's with any STD from crabs. You don't want crabs in your mouth. I've never had them, but you don't want them up there. I'm just saying, I can only imagine. Um, to HIV. Okay, I just got a mental image. I'm sorry. It's not a good image to have. But it's true that oral sex is less riskier than other types of sex. But you can get HIV by having oral sex with either a man or a woman. Remember that the transference of the virus is through the bodily fluids, such as blood and semen. Um, so it's best that you always use a latex condom doing oral sex. Like I said, I don't know too many people that do that. Just don't do it. I mean, personally, I don't like it. I don't care too much for it. It's not really a thing that I'm interested in doing or receiving. It's just something that happens in the process of copulation. So, but these are the myths 6 through 10. I'm going to be researching later on tonight and see if I can find other weird myths out there that are actually things that, you know, believable that people can think, oh, I look good. I am snatched, baby. That face is painted. Look at that eyebrow. I'm sorry, I caught my eyebrow in the camera. And baby, I painted this morning. I had somewhere to go. I went to lunch at Papacitos. But like I was saying, um, all in all, these first top 10 myths are the highest among the list of all the lists that I researched and saw. I saw a list that had about 100 on them, and I was gonna go through there and pull from there to bring you more information and more myths till Saturday, or probably still throughout the rest of the month. But the first 10 myths, they are just what they are, myths. They are untrue facts. They are untrue facts that I don't know what else to call an untrue fact. I don't even think you're supposed to call it a fact if it's untrue. So, with that being said, these myths, if this is something that you thought, well, I've given you the information to let you know that, hey, that's not true. If this is something that you believe, just like the bigot that sent me that email that prompted me to do this myth thing. Uh, I've been trying to think about that email, but y'all don't know how much that email upset me. It infuriated me. But I decided not to send something back. I decided just to post because now I know that person is watching, since they was able to quote things that I was saying. So thank you for watching once again. I hope you catch this video. Sorry I missed you in particular yesterday. I won't miss you again, I promise. And that is directed. But I hope you guys are enjoying. If you didn't catch the video on Monday, was that Monday? Yes, it was Monday. If you didn't catch the video on Monday, go back and watch it. It's on the channel. Subscribe to the channel. As I say, um, feel free to email me with questions, comments. Feel free to leave comments. If there's anything you want to know, anything you would like to hear me talk about, just let me know. I am here to listen. I am here to receive information if you feel that there is something that I am leaving out. So, with that being said, I will see you guys on another date. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And good night. Bye.